Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and as usual in the host mode, Mohit Jain. Today we would be discussing everything about how to take this TCS test, which is scheduled to start from 15th August. We know many things about this test, but there are still few things related to the pattern which we are not aware of. Like this would be conducted in 2 rounds. Round 1 would be for 25 into 3, that is 75 minutes. We know that there will be 3 sections: numerical, verbal, and reasoning. And all the 3 sections run for 25 minutes. This is what we know. But the thing is, the entire section will run for 75 minutes. The timer will be on for 75 minutes. In numerical, 20 questions would be asked. In verbal, 25 questions would be asked. And in reasoning, 20 questions would be asked. We need to complete this in 75 minutes. Revisiting a question is not allowed. We need to attempt a question, then only we can go to the next one. And once we are on the next one, the previous question vanishes. On-screen calculator is there, we can use it. On-screen notepad is there, we can use it. After these 75 minutes is round 2. Okay, round 2, first section is numerical again. 10 questions for which 20 minutes will be given. And then is advanced reasoning. Again, 10 questions for which 15 minutes would be given. So this is first 35 minutes. First 35 minutes, timer will be on for 35 minutes, in which 10 questions for numerical you will get. After that, you will get 10 questions from reasoning. So 20 questions, 35 minutes, and again, revisiting a question is not permitted. After this 35 minutes is coding round, where you need to write 2 codes for which 55 minutes would be given to you. And these 2 codes are again non-revisiting. First you write the first one, then only you can go in for the second code. So it is like 75 and 110, 165 minutes exam. 2 hours, 45 minutes at a stretch we need to write. On-screen calculator is there, no negative marks, revisiting not allowed. You can use the pad that is given on the screen, and the level of questions in advance would be a little bit higher than what they will give in round 1. So be prepared for it. And in today's session, we would be taking up 10 questions from numerical, where you can see in round 1 few and in round 2. With each question, I will try to also locate that in which round it is possible. One more thing, along with MCQs, 30% of the question nearly will be theta based. Theta based means type in the answer. We would be discussing these kind of question in our next session. This session we would be taking up all the question with MCQs. You know the drill. Try to pause the session, solve it yourself, and then look out for the solution. So on this note, let's start now. A typical TCS question on the screen, which comprises of more than 1 or 2 concepts which we need to use. Rohit travels 33 1/3%. You should be very much able to convert percentage into fraction ASAP as quickly as possible. Rohit's travel 33 1/3%, that means 1/3 of the total distance, at a speed of 15 km per hour. The next 25% of the total distance, that is 1/4, at a speed of 18 km per hour. And the remaining is 1 minus 1/3 minus 1/4. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 by 12. 1 minus 7 by 12 is 5 by 12. So the remaining 5 by 12 at a speed of 30 kph. If his average speed for the whole journey is y kph, I'll stop here. I'm not reading what is the next portion. I need the value of y first, because I can calculate this with help of this data. You may follow rule 9. Go to the playlist rule book. In rule 9, we have talked about all these formula in detail about how to find average speed with different types of data given. Here what I'm trying to do is, since these are in fraction and this is 12, let me take the total distance of the journey is 12 kilometers. So 1/3 of 12 is 4. So first 4 kilometer is traveled with the speed of 15 kph. 1/4 of 12 is 3. Next 3 kilometer with 18 kph, and the remaining 5 kilometers with 30 kph. Then average speed is given by summation of d, that is 12, divided by summation of d by s, that is time. So it would be 12 upon d by s, 4 by 15 plus 3 by 18 is 1 by 6 plus 5 by 30 is 1 by 6. So 15 and 6, 30. I'm multiplying this by 30. 8 plus 5 plus 5, that is 10. So this is 18. 12 into 30 by 18. 6, 2, 6, 3 and 10. That is 20 kph. Average speed is 20 kph. Y is equals to 20. It depends upon us how quickly we can calculate the value of y, and hence we can go and read the second portion of the question, and the chances are this you will get in round 1 itself. Now the question is, find the age of Rohit's sons Manish. We need to find age of Manish. If the average of present age of Manish and Mohit is y divided by 4. Y is 20, divided by 4 means 5. And this is average. That means Manish present age plus Mohit's present age is 5 into 2, 10. The word average is given. That's why I'm multiplying this 5 by 10. So first equation we have is Manish plus Mohit is 10. And the age of Mohit 2 years hence, Mohit 2 year hence is 12.5% less. 12.5% in fraction is 1 by 8. So it is 1 by 8 less than something. So if something is 1, 1 by 8 less is 1 minus 1 by 8, that is 7 by 8. That means Mohit's age after 2 years is 7th age of Manish age 3 years hence. Manish plus 3. We can solve these two equations and find the value of Manish. Mohit is 10 minus Manish. So it would be 10 minus Manish plus 2 into 8 equals 7m plus 21, or minus 8m, 12. 12 into 8 is 96. 96 minus 8m equals 7m plus 21. 15m equals 96 minus 21 is 75. So m is 75 by 15, that is 5. Question is, what is the age of Manish? Present age of Manish is 5 years, that is in option B. Two concepts combined together. First you need to use rule 9 to find the average speed. Then it's been incorporated into age related sums. Two simultaneous equations created, generated to find the value which is asked. A typical question again from our rule 5 from the rule book, ratio, proportion and variation. Look like as if it is a mensuration based sum, but we can handle it with help of our rule 5. It says that if radius ratio is A is to B, then surface area ratio of the two same kind, or in case of spheres, if radius ratio is A is to B, surface area ratio is A square is to B square, and volume ratio is A cube is to B cube. This is duplicate ratio and this is triplicate ratio. Now, P and Q are two spheres. The surface area of Q is 200% greater than the surface area of P. So, surface area of P, if it is 1, then surface area of Q is 1 plus 200% more. 200% of 1 is 2, that is 3. So, surface area ratio of P and Q is 1 is to 3. Radius ratio will be root 1 is to root 3. That is 1 is to root 3. Now, volume of P is found to be x% less than volume of Q. We need volume ratio. Volume ratio is 1 cube is to root 3 whole cube. That is 1 is to 3 root 3. Question is, volume of P is x% less than volume of Q. Volume of P is 3 root 3 minus 1, which is equals to, I have my friend with me, 3 into 1.732 is 5.196, or 5.2 minus 1 is 4.2. So this is 4.2 less than volume of Q. Volume of Q is 5.2. And the question asked is in percentages, so it should be just 4.2 by 5.2 into 100. That is the answer we are looking out for. Now, we can see that it is 4 by 5 nearly, 80%. Answer should be more than 80%. And the only option which is more than 80% is 81. Let's check with the calculator also. 4.2 divided by 5.2 is 80.76. That is 80%. 81%. Approximately, option A fits in. Round 1, numerical ability can't be completed if 2 questions are not there from profit and loss. At least 1 will be there, 2 also. Go through the rule book. Second master class is on profit and loss. While selling a cricket bat, a shopkeeper makes a loss of 20%. Loss of 20%. If he would have charged rupees 100 extra, then he can make a profit of 10%. That means if he goes from minus 20 to 10, he can do it by just increasing rupees 100. Now going from minus 20 to 10 means moving up 30% on the cost price. It simply means 30% of the cost price is equals to 100. We can find the value of CP. CP is 1000 divided by 3. Now, let's see the question. Find the selling price of the cricket bat if the shopkeeper wants to make 10% profit. Selling price is cost price into 100 plus P by 100. Please go through the masterclass rule book, masterclass 2 of profit and loss. These all formulas in detail are there. Here we are only using and discussing the formula which is required to solve this particular question. So CP is 1000 by 3. Profit percent is 10. It will be 110 by 100. So gone. It is 1100 by 3 is the selling price. 1100 by 3 will give 366.67. So selling price of the bat to make a profit of 10% should be 366.67. That is in option C. A classical example from round 1 which will show us how important it is to go through the rule book. Rule 8 LCM, CM rule, time and work question. A alone can do a work in 8 days, B in 12 days, and C in 16 days. They work in such a manner that A and B work on the first day, B and C work on second day, A and C work on third day, then A and B work on fourth day, and so on. This is the pattern of the work. In how many days will the work get finished? To solve these kind of questions, we will always use the CM rule. CM means common multiple rule. First, we will try to identify the common multiple of 8, 12 and 16, or LCM of 8, 12 and 16, that is 48. So they need to produce 48 pen. A can produce 48 pen in 8 hours. That means efficiency of A is 48 by 8, that is 6 units per hour. Similarly, B can produce 48 units in 12 hours. Efficiency of B is 48 by 12, that is 4 units or 4 pens per hour. Similarly, for C is 48 by 16, that is 3 units per hour. So whenever these people are working individually, alone, for an hour, this many units are what they produce. Now what is happening? First day, here the units of measurement is day and not hour. These all should be per day. On first day, A and B are working together. That means 6 plus 4, they are producing 10 units or 10 pens on the first day. Second day, B and C are working together. So B plus C production would be 4 plus 3, that is 7. That means 7 units would be produced on the second day. Third day, A and C would be working together. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 units they would be producing on the third day, and hence the continuation continues. So now we need to identify on which day this 48th unit would be produced. First day 10 units done. At the end of second day 10 plus 7, 17 units done. At the end of third day 17 plus 9, that is 26 unit done. Again at the end of fourth day 10 more units would be produced, 36 units done. At the end of fifth day 36 plus 7, that is 43 units done. So by the end of 5 days 43 units are produced. On the sixth day 48 minus 43, that is only 5 units need to be produced. By whom? By B and C, who are actually producing, on the sixth day A and C are producing 9 units. But they are supposed to produce only 5 units. So they will take what fraction of the day? They will take 5 by 9th part of the day. So total time taken would be 5 days and 5 by 9th of the next day. 5 plus 5 by 9 days. This is also what you can say. 9 into 5 is 45 plus 5 is 50. 50 by 9 days they will require to complete the work. Option B fits in. Go through Rule 8 from our rule book, the CM rule. Again, a classical take from time, speed and distance. You will get at least 1 to 2 questions in the round 1. A train 200 meter long takes 10 seconds to cross a man. We know that in time, speed, distance, the only thing which is applicable is first formula, speed is equals to distance by time. And we need to take care of the unit of measurement also. And 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. Train length, time to cross a man, walking at a speed of 6 kph. Now 6 into 5 by 18 is 5 by 3 mps. That is speed of men. In a direction opposite to that of the train. That means train and men are approaching towards each other. And if two moving bodies are approaching towards each other, relative speed will be sum of the speed of both the moving bodies. Find the speed of the train. So here relative speed or effective speed is speed of the train plus speed of the person, 5/3, that is equals to distance. Since the length of a person is negligible, the distance need to be covered in this case is nothing but the length of the train, that is 200 meter divided by time. Time taken is 10 seconds, that is 20. So speed of the train is simply 20 minus 5/3, that accounts to 60 minus 5, 55/3 meter per second. We'll multiply by 18/5 to convert it into kilometer per hour. Correct? 5, 11, 11 into 6 is 66 kilometer per hour is the speed of the train. Option C fits in. Classical example of two bodies crossing each other from opposite direction. Relative speed would be sum of the speed, and in this case there is no length of the second moving body, so distance need to be covered is just the length of the first moving body, that is the train. So speed of train is 66 kilometer per hour. The question is, what is the SCF of the three fractions? In case of fractions, LCM is given by LCM of numerators divided by HCF of denominators, and HCF of fractions is given by HCF of all the numerators of the fractions divided by LCM of denominators. So here numerators are 13, 39 and 78, and denominators of the fractions are 75, 150 and 135. So SCF of these three fractions is first SCF of 13, 39 is 13 into 1, and 78, which is 13 into 6. We can see that 13 is common. 13 is the only common factor. So SCF is 13 divided by LCM of 75, 150 and 135. 15 into 9, 15 into 10, and this is 15 into 5. So common 15 and then 10 and then 9. 1350 is the LCM. So SCF of the given fractions is 13 divided by 1350. And I think that you people know how to find LCM and SCF. It's just the process which I use. SCF of fraction is again SCF of numerators of the fraction divided by LCM of the denominator. So answer would be option B, 13 by 1350. Simplification are such type of question which you might find in round 1 and round 2 also, but possibility of getting a question in round 1 is very high. A percent of 175. A percent means A by 100. A by 100 of 175 plus 35.5% of 3000. Drop down the on-screen calculator and do not waste time on calculating unnecessarily by yourself if you are not quick with that. Since I am not quick with that, it is 3000 into 35.5%, which is 1065. And this is equals to 3 cube into 45, that is 27 into 45, that is 1215. So 175 gone 25 how many times? 7 times. And this is 4 times. 7a by 4 equals 1215 minus 1065, that is 150. So value of a is 150 into 4, that is 600 by 7. 600 by 7 will give 85. So it is 85 and something, and the only option with 85 is 85 5 by 7. It is 85 5 by 7, option C. A take on permutation combination question which you should expect in advanced numerical ability round 2. Round 1, I don't think that they would be asking any question from permutation combination or probability or higher algebra. This question you may expect in round 2. In a room, 10 persons are sitting, out of which 4 are left-handed and 6 are right-handed. Find out the probability of shaking left-handed person hand with left-handed person. Okay, if there are n person in a room, number of handshakes will be simply NC2. So if there are 10 person in the room, total number of handshakes when these people are shaking hands with each other is 10C2, that is 10 into 9 by 2. NC2 is equals to n into n minus 1 by 2. We can use this short formula directly. So this is 45. So if 10 people are shaking hands with each other, there will be total 45 handshakes. But we need to find the probability that left-handed person is shaking hand with only left-handed person. For that, we have got 4 left-handed person. So left-handed to left-handed, how many handshakes would be there? 4C2. That will be 4 into 3 by 2. That is 6. So required probability is favorable cases divided by total cases. Favorable cases are 6 and total cases are 45. 6 by 45, we can see in the option, we have got 6 by 45 in option A. So the next two questions which we would be discussing now in this session are both from higher algebra, and you can expect this in advanced numerical ability round. The quotient of two fractions is 49 by 24. That means when two fractions are divided by each other, you will get 49 by 24. So it is like AB and CD. Then if I divide these two, I'll get 49 by 24. That is A into D by B into C is 49 by 24. And the product is 21 by 32. That means A into C by B into D is 21 by 32. What is the smallest positive fraction? We need the value of A by B, we need the value of C by D. Okay. So if I multiply this, then what I'll get? A into D by B into C into A into C by B into D equals 49 by 24 into 21 by 32. C cancel, D cancel. That means A square by B square is 49 is 7 square into, this is 3, 8 and 3, 7 into 7 by 8, 8, 4. So A by B will be 7 root 7 and 8 into 2. That would be 7 root 7 by 16. So one of the fraction is 7 root 7 by 16, which we can see there is in the option. But we also need the value of C by D. Okay, we can use this. A by B is 7 root 7 by 16 into C by D is 21 by 32. Gone 2 times, gone 3. That means C by D is 3 by 2 root 7. Which one is the smallest positive fraction? Let's calculate this. 7 root 7 into 7 divided by 16. The first fraction value which we are getting is 1.15 and the product is 21 by 32. 21 by 32 divided by 1.15. So second value is 0.57. This is 0.57 and this is 1.15. We are looking out for the smallest positive fraction. That would be 3 by 2 root 7. Option D is the pick. Okay, the last one for today's session, and this is from quadratic expression. Which constant should be added and subtracted to solve the quadratic equation by method of completing a square? Let's just complete it and we will identify what we are supposed to add. 5x square minus root 7x minus 5 is equals to 0. So 5x square can be written as root 5x whole square minus 2 into root 5x if I write. That means a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this is a square to me, and I need to convert this in the form of 2ab. Then I would be adding up b square and subtracting b square. Adding b square is what we need to add. Clear? That is what they are asking. Which constant should be added and subtracted? B square, the value of b square. So root 7x is 2ab. This we have written 2. This is a. Now I am setting in. X gone. Root 7 I need. Now 2 root 5 is what the extra thing I have written. That means my b is root 7 by 2 root 5. If you can cancel this, you will get root 7x only. Plus b square. This is our b. This was a, this is b. So b square would be root 7 by 2 root 5 whole square. This is the answer. The constant which we are adding and subtracting to convert this into a square format is actually root 7 by 2 root 5 whole square. That is root 7 square is 7. 2 into 2 is 4 into root 5 is 5. That is 7 by 20. So I need to add 7 by 20 and subtract 7 by 20 to convert this into a square format, and this is the way to solve a quadratic equation by transforming it into a squares. 7 by 20, option B is the pick. So on this note, I'm Mohit signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. Please keep practicing these kind of questions, and very soon I would be coming up with the second and the third part of this, where I would be focusing more questions from advanced numerical ability and advanced reasoning also. So by the time, stay connected. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and let other people know about us too. Help us grow. Thank you everyone.